momentum kind of set in. William & Mary had a great win against Drexel. They really played very well. It's the best they've played all year. The Princeton offense used to be an offense for backdoors. Now it's an offense for three-point shooting. And the teams around the country that are running it really run it to get a three-point shot. They got cooking early. Their freshman, who averages about 4 points a game, had 15, and really lit it up from distance. We're reaching so far now for straws that no matter what defense we go to, it seems like people are getting open looks and open spots on the floor where they're knocking down shots. So our momentum was the opposite momentum. We thought we played pretty well against Delaware. 2 Hail Marys took the game away from our kids. We would have come in here, I think, with a much more positive outlook if we had beaten Delaware. So right now, for us, we're just struggling to get that first win and get a positive feel about ourselves, and yet the kids have continued to work very hard day in and day out.
Does that surprise you a little bit defensively, Josh? I'm not pointing at Josh Brown, but it seems like he's allowed a lot of dribble penetration the last 2 games.
Yeah, well, Josh is playing with 2 bad knees. He had an option earlier in the year to possibly get operated on, and since he's a senior and all that, I think his decision was to try to play through it, and he's never going to use it as an excuse. But the fact of the matter is that his knees are really killing him. It's hard for him even to get into a defensive stance, but we've had to go to man-to-man. He's a much better defensive player than that, but I really think his knees are the things that are affecting him.
Second half, you're only down 10. They just come out 9-0 run.
Yeah, they just came out and they made shot after shot, play after play, and this kind of, to me, looked like the Hofstra game. We just looked tired. We had off on Sunday. We went Monday and Tuesday pretty hard, and as a coach, it's one of the things you spend as much time on that as you do on your X's and O's sometimes. The kids need more time off, they need more rest of their legs. Because even just at the start of the game, we just looked really slow. We weren't moving with any level of quickness at all, especially not like we did against Delaware.
Also, it seemed like the first half you tried. Isaiah usually is a lot more unselfish, and he took the basket one time without passing. It seemed like he forced a lot more shots than he normally.
Yeah, I think frustration just sets in. I think that's natural. I think frustration sets in when you're one of the better players. You're going to try to put your team in position to win, and sometimes you end up trying to do it, through frustration. And I thought we had a lot of frustration out there tonight in terms of getting in foul trouble and even some of the open shots that we had that just didn't go down. We missed layups, we missed some open shots. We couldn't get any momentum throughout the course of the game. And I think it takes a toll. It takes a toll on us, especially if you don't have momentum to start the game.
If there's any bright spot, he did finish the game strong in guns. One of his best games. I guess he had a career high tonight off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, Eric is he's a freshman. We think he's a guy that can develop, and he's played better. He's going to play a lot more minutes coming down the stretch in terms of the future of the program. He is 6'9", and he's a great kid. So yeah, I thought he did a great job. He was 6 for 7, he had 4 rebounds. So that was obviously a bright spot, and we got to maybe get him more into that rotation, closer to that 20+ minutes game in and game out.
I know you're thinking about Wilmington right now, but what's the key now, just to get the team back focused mentally? Or?
Yeah, I mean, that's really what the key is. I mean, we got to really concentrate as a coaching staff on defending three-point shooting. I mean, we've got to figure out a way. It doesn't matter who we're playing for some reason, and a lot of it may be the psychological advantage the other team has coming in when they play us, where they feel like they're going to make threes, because it's not all of what we're doing defensively. It's the fact that we watch tape after tape. Then we'll go back and watch tapes again and say, well, so-and-so didn't defend it much better than we did, or much differently than we did, or maybe we defended them better than they did, and they knocked their shots down against us. So I don't know if it's a mental thing that they think they're going to make their shots, and that sounds weird, but it could be part of it.
Thanks.
All right, Ken.